So what's up, Jersey Juice here. I'm Jesse. So I figured I'd bring you the Delta 2 today from Joytech. Seriously, I know a lot of people have already done the videos on these. I just want to reiterate basically what they've all been saying. I know my boy Maddie did a video on it. Who else? I know I've seen a few other people. Rip Tripper did a video on it. There's a whole shitload of fucking Delta 2 videos out there now. I think one of the first ones I actually saw do it, though, was Matty Ice, and that was crazy, from Convicted Vapes. So, let's just jump right into it. This is the Delta 2 box that it comes in, and it comes with a coil inside it, one of the stock coils, which I actually have a stock coil in here now. This is the box. This is the back of it. I'm going to read it for you just so you see it. It's got the little barcode here. It's got a barcode here. It's got all these things. It's got the warnings. It's got Joytech and Shenzhen. You know, that's all China. Alright, so it says Delta 2 with the liquid valve control. Oh, they're LVC coils is what they're called. And what that stands for is liquid valve control, which means that on the coil itself there's a airflow control, or it's actually a juice flow control, but it also is airflow. So let's see, with the liquid valve control on the new changeable sub-ohm coil, the revolutionary Delta 2 can be used on a wide range of wattage from 25 to 50 watts, and the Delta 2 also has a changeable RBA option. This product should not be used with persons under the age of 18, persons who have... I'm not even going to read all that, because I think it's bullshit that it's on there anyway. But yeah, whatever. So the main beef that I have with this is that this RBA section that is sold separately right here, that's the part that I have beef with. I think, alright, they average from... I've heard from $10 to $20 for the RBA. The coil heads, the normal coil head is like $10, I think. So what would it have taken them? Either raising the price $10 and adding it, or only giving you one regular coil head and the RBA section and leaving it the same price. I mean, damn, man. Like, you're gonna make all these people buy this. The problem I have with this is that you have better airflow with the stock coil. It doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, it makes sense, but it makes sense not in a good way. It makes sense because this is how I see they look at it. Alright, well, we'll sell this. This is the Delta 2. Comes with 2 coil heads. People will buy it. Then they're going to buy this too. They're going to have hit the normal coil heads, because when they first buy this, they're not going to realize that they have to buy this separate. So then they're going to order that. And while they hit this, they're going to see that this hits pretty nice. They're going to automatically assume that this is going to hit better. Then they're going to get this, and it doesn't hit better. It actually has less airflow. And I actually like the stock coils better. I really feel like Joytech, that was like a grimy ass move. I think, if anything, it should have come with it. Everybody's saying the same thing in all their videos. The truth of the matter is it doesn't come with it. But I did learn the other day that I can rebuild these stock coils, which is what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to make a video on it. It's not going to be part of this video, but it will be coming out soon. This thing is badass. There is no doubt in my mind. If you are an RDA guy and you don't like tanks, but you're looking for a tank because you don't want to drip and drive, or you don't want to have to bring your juice everywhere you go with you, or you don't want to have it out all the time, you don't want to keep dripping, this is your answer. I don't care who says what about what other tanks. I know the Arctic's good, but This thing is the truth. I love it. I absolutely, hands down, am happy with it. I just feel like Joytech okey doked the hell out of people by doing the way they did. This comes with the RBA kit right here. It's a little spool of what I want to say is 25 gauge Canthal screwdriver and 2 extra screws. So let's jump into the RBA. So the RBA comes with a coil build on it. I'm pretty sure that it's 25 gauge because I have 24 gauge and 26 gauge, and the 26 gauge looks a little too thin and the 24 gauge looks a little too thick, so that tells me that it's 25. Right now I think I have 24 built on here. I'm going to apologize now because my camera sucks. But this is the RBA section. Let me just take this cotton out of here. So this is how the coil thing, this is how it comes, but it has a different coil built on it. I built this one. So I don't know if you can see, if you're going to be able to make it out, but this is actually a pretty badass little thing they have here. The coil, it wraps around, you know, it does its coil thing, but then when the leg goes down, it bends in, and it goes into a hole right here. I wish this shit would focus, man. Sorry, guys. But, this might have to be another part of the video. I might have to do this with my cell phone and then cut it in. So maybe I'll do that. So maybe I'll just add that either. I don't know if I'm going to be able to add it at this part in the video. But right now, this is kind of just wasting time. So let's stop. But, so anyway, the airflow, if you can see this, comes up from under the coil. So when you place the coil right here, the airflow is it's coming right under it. It comes through in here, through the bottom, comes up, and it hits the coil, and then goes up, out the stem. So it's an awesome setup. It's definitely badass. I just kind of wish that they would have made it have better airflow, and I'm still trying to figure out how I can make that happen. But I will be doing some builds with this coming up real soon. But this is the RBA section. I'm not a big fan of it. I like the idea of it, but I think they should have given it to you with the tank. I think there's absolutely no reason why we should have to buy it separately. But that's just mine and everybody else that I've heard's opinion. But this is the Joytech Delta. The $35 price tag is, I think, what Stirtown Vapes in Colorado sells it for, which is actually probably the cheapest price I've seen it at a shop. I think they're normally $45 at a shop, or at least they were the other day when I was at eSig. Yeah, if you want one of these, I would get one. If you don't want one of these, I'd still get one. I'm not being paid by Delta, and I don't own any stock in their company, so. I meant Joytech. So let's throw that RBA deck on here real quick. So I guess you kind of heard the airflow on that. Well, first let's go over this tank, because this is definitely the Delta review, right? Sorry guys, I get carried away. This is the front of it. It says Delta, and it's got the 2 above it. Joytech down here. It's got these 3 little windows. And on the other side, it's got the 3 little windows. And personally, I'm not really a big fan of them. I think that I can't really see my juice, so why add glass to a tank that you really can't tell how much juice you have left with it? And all that does now is it gives you something that you can break, which kind of tells me that Joytech wants you to break this shit. But, so look, this is the airflow at the bottom. You hold this, or it turns. Oh, come on. So as you turn the tank, it closes off, and as you turn it back, it opens all the way up. So we're going to turn this tank upside down, and we're going to open it up, and I'm going to hope that all my juice doesn't spill out of it. And we're going to look at this deck. Oh, very cool part about this. when you're working on your tank or you're taking it apart, take your drip tip out. When you take the tank off, you can set this down. Let's see if I can get it on camera. So you can set this down and it's flat. It doesn't cause you any issues. It's not going to fall over. This is the stock coil on it. And this has an adjustable airflow in it too. You can adjust the juice flow. That's what I meant. I'm sorry. You can adjust the juice flow. I definitely am a bigger fan of these than I am of the RBA deck. I'm just not a big fan of the RBA. I think that I feel like they okey-doked people. I do not like seeing people getting taken advantage of. I think it's bullshit. I think that, I mean, it's not really taken advantage of, but it is definitely misleading because you think that you're going to get this and it's going to hit better than the... And people might say, oh, well, it's the build you put on it. That's not what I'm saying. I know how to build a damn coil. What I'm saying is the airflow is not there as much as it is in the... So I'm just going to throw this on my... I'm going to put this in. I put the same cotton I had back in there because I don't have time. We're already at 11 minutes, and I got to cut this back to 15, so I might have to cut some of this video out. But I've done a lot of BSing, so we could probably do that. So look, this is the RBA deck head in it. You want to make sure that thing's tight. And you can put that right in there, spin it, tighten it all the way. You're going to have to go back the other way to open up the airflow. And then we're going to turn this up. We're going to put it on here. And we're going to take some blasts off this thing. I'm still going to stick with the fact that I tell you right now, I like the stock coils better. Again, here's another look at the stock coil. These things are huge. They are definitely, I can see why they're $10. There's a lot of machining. These things are beautiful. And that's the thing. When you buy from Joytech, you're getting quality. I don't care. Everything is machined perfectly. I don't see any flaws in it. So let's see. Again, it's nice. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that it sucks. I'm just saying that I like the stock coils better. And I feel like they give better hits. I don't know. Again, it could be the coil build I have on there. But either way, when it comes down to the Joytech Delta, do I think it's worth it? I definitely do. I definitely, without a doubt, would pay $45, $50 for this. Easy. And it's only like $35. So, I mean, if you add the RBA deck, then yeah, it's like $50. But I wouldn't. If I could go back, I wouldn't buy it. I would have just stuck with the stock coils now that I know I can rebuild them. So that's the thing. This is a 26650 dual parallel box I built. I mean, really ain't no going wrong with this. So I'm going to do a real cloud for you guys, though, before I leave. So, this is my juice channel. I know it wasn't the best review. I probably should have had some more information about it. But really all I got to say is the thing is awesome. And seriously, that's all you need to know. Get it. If you're thinking about getting it, just get it. I'm going to be doing some coil builds. I'm going to start showing you guys how to build. I'm going to do some rebuildables from tank coils. I'm going to do some coils for RDAs. I'm about to do a video on all my RDAs, what I like and what I don't like about certain ones. With that, vape on. Don't believe the bullshit. This is Jersey Juice coming at you with the Delta 2. Awesome. And we got a Facebook group, Vape to Live, Live to Vape. Hit it up. Bunch of good dudes, a bunch of good people, not just dudes, it's everybody, but it's definitely a bunch of good people, and it's taken off. So get involved. I'd like to give a shout out to Stirtown Vapes out in Colorado, And with that, vape on and do not believe the bullshit.